Hello amigos, and welcome to the Poor Boys Jib Tips instructional video. I'm John Sims, and I traded my skis for crutches a little bit earlier this season, so I'll just be your host as a young crop of Poor Boys talent gives you the tips that you need to take yourself from zero to hero. From morning jogger to kicker hot dogger, from groomer cruiser to terrain park bruiser. So sit back and listen up, because the Poor Boys about to kick some knowledge. You heard? You might be asking yourself, what qualifies me to host a trick tips video? After all, I can barely do half of the tricks that you're about to learn. The good news is, I am friends with plenty of people who can do all of them. And also, my college education and mathematics degree from the University of Utah has earned me the title of the smartest man in skiing. So although I can't do the tricks, I can break them down visually and think about how to do them.
This is not a repetition of material covered on earlier documentary programs, but a fresh approach to the subject.
Unless you want to go the one-dimensional route and become a pipe skier like I did, you're going to have to learn how to slide rails to become a superstar. But with the help of PBP's Jib Tips instructional video, you'll be riding rails so good that you'll have trouble getting work outside of the adult film industry.
I am Mike Kennetuck. I'm 18 years old from Spruce Grove, Alberta, and I'm going to teach you how to slide a rail in the park.
My name is Matt Walker, and I'm here to teach you how to do rail slides. How to slide a rail is pretty much, it's scary the first time, but you come into the rail with good enough speed to slide a little bit of it.
Straight onto it with the rail in between your feet.
You're going to want to jump and turn 90 degrees.
So you have to make sure you turn completely 90, because if you don't, then you just fall off either way. So you want to
stay committed and keep your feet as wide as they were when you took off of the jump. Keep your shoulders centered and look at the end of the rail, and then just try and balance your best through to the end of the rail. Land and ride away clean.
What I like to do is if you slide with your right foot forward, have your right hand and kind of point to the end of the rail. Or look at the end of the rail is another easy thing that helps you keep balanced.
After you master the basic rail slide, then you can start to do variations on that. And probably the next easiest one to learn would be switch onto a rail. And basically it's the same exact thing, but you go on switch.
You want to be able to ride backwards, obviously, and maybe hit the jump and do a switch 180. So drop into a rail backwards, have your feet staggered, you're looking over your right shoulder, have your right foot back and your left foot forward.
Pop 90, same, everything's the same. Skis shoulder width apart and your weight centered, and look at the end of the rail and just balance till the end, come out. 270s out of a rail are a pretty easy trick. Come into the rail, do everything normal, keep your stance wide, and then as you're watching the end of the rail, if you're gonna set front side, which is where your chest goes down the hill and do 270, you're gonna want to set, kind of like dig your edges in, your lead edge to the right and your back edge to the left so you can grip on the rail. You're gonna wanna pop up and then pretty much just do a smooth 270 out, just pop, set the rotation on the rail, pop and spin, then switch, right away clean. And then the other variation of 270 out would be backside. And same thing, it's a little scarier because you go blind, but it's not any harder. Get on the rail, feet shoulder width apart, stay centered. Come to the end of the rail, you're looking at it. Then you're gonna wanna just pop, set your edge, so right ski forward on the edge, set it, pop, and then look back up towards the rail or back at the rail and watch it go by. Try not to catch your tips on it. Come around like you would be coming out of a 360 and landing right away clean. How you do a 270 on, which is probably the easiest spin onto a rail. Come in with your feet on centered like you would normally go for a rail. And you're gonna pop and rotate 270. I would recommend being able to do a 360 first.
And then you always want to be spotting, so you set your rotation like a 270 on, and you want to look down at the rail.
So pop, do a 270, and as you're doing the 270, look between your legs for the rail. Stop at 270 and lock on with your feet. Try and just feel it out. And then if you have enough time, if it's a long enough rail, you can look up and look towards the end of the rail to balance. But if it's a short rail, or if you're gonna try and pretzel out, you just gotta feel it and guess when the end of the rail is, and then go switch or do your pretzel out or whatever you wanna do. All right, so switch ups. Switch ups is a very fun trick. Switching up a flat rail is a little bit harder in my opinion than a kink rail, solely because you have to do the jumping instead of letting the kink do the air for you. But basically it's the same thing. You just pick a spot on the rail. It's usually easier and less scary to pick a spot towards the end of the rail. And then as you see that spot come into view,
you want to have your hands a bit further back than that. So I'm about to switch up right now. I jump, move my arms this way and set the rotation, and hop with your feet, land.
Keep your chest and shoulders centered and stable, and just flip your skis around, do a 180, land clean, right away.
Discussion